Question 6 is another one of those ones that's a throwback from a previous unit, and this is more on the alternative energies. So this is asking for renewable energy, all right? And I put them all in there just to kind of refresh you. Coal, oil, geothermal, wind, solar, nuclear, hydroelectric, or biomass. Coal, oil, nuclear, and oh, I did not put natural gas. Oops. Those are all wrong because they are non-renewable. So you have left geothermal, wind, solar, hydroelectric, or biomass. Why it would be best suited for the following. The Northeast is where we live. The Southwest is the desert. Okay, so in the Northeast, we know how it is because we live here. We have very cold winters, but we can also have very hot summers. That said, we also live very close to the ocean. And if you guys have not been outside in the last week, you have not been at school, and that's a problem. But the wind has been horrible. We live on the coast. We always have wind because there's different temperatures on the land than in the ocean. So those convection currents are always creating wind. Wind is our best form of renewable energy here in the Northeast because the wind is always blowing. So explain why it would be best because we are on the coast. We always have wind. Because of convection. If you have pulled out convection, you are totally getting extra credit. All right, so wind is a great one. There's also some solar. We can definitely use solar, but it's not super useful in the wintertime because, you know, we don't have as long of days. In fact, our time for collecting solar energy during the summer or during the winter is very short. It still is a pretty good way to go about collecting extra energy and using a renewable energy source, but it's not the best one for the Northeast. It is the best one for the Southwest because the sun is always out there. So you have to have solar for the Southwest. And it's because it's a desert. It's also much closer to the equator, so their wintertime sun, there's a lot more of it. It's always sunny in the desert. All right, so we will have 2 points for this one. One for saying wind, and one for saying it's always windy here on the coast. Solar, we're going to have one for identifying solar and another for saying, hey, it's always this way on the desert. So again, yet another 4 points. Okay, we do have that extra credit opportunity with the convection.